right, traders, this is Toby from Pro Edge Trading. I want to show you how to transform your charts from this to this with the EdgeRunner. We're going to go over what all these things are, what they mean, how to adjust them, how to get the indicator. So let's dive in here. First, go to proedgetrading.com, EdgeRunner, that'll take you to the checkout, and you're going to receive the indicator in the Pro Edge bars. And then most of you probably know how to do this, but we'll go over it. Go Tools, Import, NinjaScript add-on, and your downloads will be right there. You click on that. I already have it, so it's going to give me an error. But there you go. You'll do that with the Pro Edge bars also. To get the bars, you go up here, configure, add, and I already have them, but you'll see Pro Edge Heikin-Ashi bars in this list. You're going to click on that, and then we'll just select one. Then you can add here and add your time frames. Typically 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that range you'll need. You get all that selected. Indicators. We're going to find EdgeRunner, and you want to add it twice. And on the second instance, you go down here and select New Panel or Panel 2, whichever one comes up in your list. New Panel or Panel 2. And that will bring up the bottom dashboard here. So what is all this? These background changes, that's the overall sentiment of the market. Bearish to bullish. We got their edge bands. Those will flow a little more sensitive, but they give you an idea of where you're at. If you're in a trade, should I stay in it or not? The bars, this was built around Heikin-Ashi, but as you know, Heikin-Ashi bars, the normal ones don't show the closes. So these hash marks, we had these bars made, so these hash marks will show the actual close of each bar. So when you load this up, these signals, they don't repaint. So you can go back as far as you want and see how it did. You got the profit targets, all this is drawn for you and adjustable. The lower dashboard showing money coming in and out. If you're in this trade, you want to ride it, you see this getting really high up in this band, you want to think about getting out. This particular one made it to target anyway, but if you wanted to ride it up, you might want to be getting out once that gets up there. And if you're in a trade and you see it stepping, it kind of gives you indication of which direction the money's going. Okay, let's get into the settings. You can choose to show the buy and sell signals or not, in or this price box, the entry price box. And of course, you can pick the colors of all of those. We have buy and sell alerts. You can choose those independently. And the way this indicator works, these buy signals will flash on and off during the formation of the bar if it meets the criteria for a signal. Once it closes and the signal remains, it never repaints. So you can go back and back test this all you want. Once a signal's made, never repaints. These are real time. This is what happened in real time. Now they may flicker on and off. This one of these bars may have had a signal flash on, and when it closed, it didn't meet the criteria, so there's no signal there. But that's what's nice with the alerts. If a bar is forming, meets the criteria, it'll alert you. May go away, may come back on 2 or 3 times. But that gives you a warning. That way, you get a signal, you get an alert, you have a signal flashing, you can be ready. Have your timer on here. 3, 2, 1, enter. And let's look at the next section. The profit settings, the enable chop filter, we recommend to leave that on. The profit target, you can choose to show these lines or not, and end where. This one's set up 40 ticks. How many lines you want to show. If you put too big a number in here, it might bog your charts down if you're going back. If you have a lot of days loaded. The color, obviously. Edge bands, you can take them off. We recommend leave them on. And of course, you can choose the color, any colors you want. Background change, same principle. You can show them or not, change the colors, opacity, and you can have an alert for the background changes. And that's really nice because a lot of times these are really good trades. As soon as the background changes, this is the momentum of the market. So as soon as you get a background change, a lot of times that tells you, hey, the momentum's changing, and these turn out to be good trades a lot of times. And a lot of times you can just go from edge to edge. Not every time, but you want to also watch the edge bands, colors of the candles, what's happening down here. But you get in one of these that just takes off, that's 100 and something points. Let's see what's next. The candle settings. Of course, you can pick any colors you want. You can enable the color matching or not. You can match the wicks or not. And then you match the candles to the trend or the bands. And where that comes in handy, see, right now we're on bands. Like right here, you have the background is bearish. We have candles colored to the bands. But what is really happening here? Because the bands and the candles in the dashboard is a little more sensitive than the background changes. So sometimes it gives you a little warning shot. You got green candles, green band, green, little indecision, doji, and this starts going up, this starts going up. So you got a little bit of a warning shot here. But you will get things like this. This is just normal trading, indecision. But the indicator keeps you out of that stuff. But if you do happen to find yourself chasing a trade, and you run into these situations, it kind of helps you navigate your exit. Now let's see what's next. Support and resistance. Of course, you can change those colors also, show them, not show them, change the line, extend the lines, whichever way you prefer. The real price settings. What we have is the price line, the current price line. Of course, you can change all these colors and widths and shapes, and then you got the close marks. And that's what I was talking about earlier. These hash marks are the real close of these candles. That makes it handy, especially in back testing, to say, all right, I got in here, I got out here. Where did this candle actually close when it started changing colors on me? What's next? price channel. Here, let's enable that. You have these price channels to give you an overall direction also. And you can also use these as markers. A lot of times price just comes back to these. These are also good trades, which we'll get more in depth in that in another video, but I wanted to explain what they are. Level lines, or you have the level lines. Those only apply to the lower dashboard. So we'll turn those on, and you'll see down here, it marks it off in 10-point increments. Some people's strategies, they like to have more sensitive levels down here. So that makes it easier, just a visual way to see them a little bit better. And then you can choose to show the signals down here on the dashboard also or not. It's just personal preference. And I think that's everything as far as how to get it, where to get it, how to get it on your chart, what everything does, how to adjust it. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments section or message us on Discord. I'll be doing a performance video on today's price action a little bit later on. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next time.